Good morning, students. Yesterday we saw the fund-based accounting concepts in a theoretical aspect, and we have also completed a worksheet on the same. Today, let's start working out the problems from the fund-based accounting. Take page number 1.15 from your textbook. Problem number 5, illustration number 5. What is the question? How are the following items shown in the financial statements of not-for-profit organization? So you have been given totally 6 items, and they are asking you the treatment of those 6 items in your not-for-profit organization final accounts, the financial statements. First one, tournament fund, rupees 2 lakhs. They have given tournament expenses rupees 60,000, and receipt from the tournament fund is rupees 80,000. What is tournament fund? Today we are going to deal with the problems, right? So problems, fund based accounting. The first problem, that is, say like tournament. There is something called as tournament fund, worth of rupees how much? Rupees 2 lakhs. Where will you show this tournament fund? This tournament fund is a specific, right? It is a specific fund. So you should show this in your balance sheet. Balance sheet, which side you will show? You have to show in your liability side. Can you able to understand first the concept? The tournament fund is a specific fund. It should be shown in the balance sheet of that particular non-profit organization, and it should be shown on the liability side of the balance sheet. There is a tournament expenses, right? Tournament expenses were also given to us. Tournament expenses. How much is the amount? It is an amount of rupees 60,000. What with a tournament expense means it's a specific expenses. So it is a specific expense. So where will you record it? You should record only in your balance sheet. Able to understand? Since tournament fund is a specific fund, and the expenses related to that specific fund should also be recorded only in your balance sheet. Now, in addition to this, they are given receipts from tournament. So there is a receipt from tournament. Receipts from tournament. What's the amount? Amount of rupees 80,000. Now, this receipt is the one which you got it for this fund. So you need to add this amount of 80,000 to this particular fund account. Can you able to understand? You need to add an amount of rupees 80,000 to this particular fund account. So by adding this, you will be getting an amount of rupees 2,80,000. Got it? So this is the concept. So you will have to add this receipt with this fund. So you will add. Where will you add? You will add in your balance sheet. So you will get all together in your fund as rupees 2,80,000. Were you able to follow it? So what's the treatment that will happen to this fund? If you look at, the amount will be added up. This amount I will be adding upon in my balance sheet. So now I am going to show how all this will be dealt in my balance sheet. In my liability side only all this will happen. So first I'll write tournament fund. What is the amount of tournament fund? 2 lakhs. With this, since I have got an information of tournament receipt, I am adding this receipt to this particular fund. Even this can be done after this elimination. There is no hard and fast rule that it should be done immediately and only then the subtraction should be done. It can be done either way also. So from the tournament fund, you add your receipts. Receipts from tournament fund. What is the value? 80,000. This will give you the overall total of rupees 2,80,000. Now from this you take away the expenses of rupees 60,000. So less tournament expenses. Tournament expenses. How much is the value? 60,000. Now what is the remaining? The remaining amount will be rupees 2,20,000. This is what you will show in your liability side of your balance sheet. So after the elimination of this 60,000, the leftover balance will be rupees 2,20,000. In the same way, you just look at it. The second one, they are given only the billiard match expenses. The second one, if you see, they are given only the expenses. They didn't say that you have a separate fund account for billiard match. If at all there is a separate fund, then you will be applying the same treatment. Since there is no such fund maintained, you will take up the amount of rupees 25,000 what you spent on the billiard match expenses to your income and expenditure account. So the second one, which means your billiard match expenses, will be taken up to billiard match expenses. What is the value? 25,000. This will be appearing in your income and expenditure account. Why? The reason is very simple. Since there is no fund available for billiard match. Since there is no fund available for the billiard match. Able to understand, students? Right. Moving on to third one. Cinema show tickets. That is receipt from the cinema show tickets. Rupees 50,000 and expenses on cinema show 15,000 they are said. Now you are running a cinema theatre or you are just shown a cinema. The expenses were 15,000 rupees and the amount of the tickets whatever you sold have fetched you some receipt. So now where to document this amount? Even for the cinema tickets there is no specific fund. So the receipt what you have obtained from the cinema show will be shown in the credit side of your income and expenditure account. And the amount what you have spent as an expenditure, that is the expenses to run the show, 25,000, right? The amount is 25,000, what is it given, right? Yes, the amount of rupees, 15,000. 15,000 will appear on the debit side of your income and expenditure account. I repeat it. This is the third one which we are working it right now. Okay. The third one is on cinema tickets. Right? So cinema tickets, expenses, rupees 15,000. Receipts, from cinema tickets, rupees 50,000, is it? Have they given rupees 50,000? Yes. So 50,000. Now, this being a receipt will appear in your income and expenditure account, whereas this being your expenses will be taken to your expenses of income and expenditure account. So cinema ticket expenses will be shown in your income and expenditure account debit side. It will appear on your debit side, whereas the receipt will be shown on credit side of income and expenditure account. Being it as a income, it will be shown on the income and expenditure account, the credit side. Any doubts so far, students? Okay, now moving on to the fourth item. So this you will open the income and expenditure account and you have to show it. You should not just leave it as such. Able to understand? So you have to open the account and you have to showcase it, how will this appear. So just I am preparing it over here. It's an extract. So you will write it as an extract of income and expenditure account for the year ended. You will have to open your debit and credit. So debit side is for what? It is for your expenditure and amount. This side is your credit side, which will be for your income. Income, amount in rupees. This is income. Right? Now, do we have any income in this case? Yes, we do have it. Do you have any expenses in this case? Yes, we have it. So, you'll write as expenses on cinema tickets, the value of 15,000. The next one, receipts from cinema tickets. So receipts from tickets, 50,000. With this you will close it. You will be closing it by preparing this. You are not going to execute anything else apart from this. You will not total it. The reason, it is an extract. An extract will never be tallied. Only a complete information, only if all the informations are available, you will tally it. When there is no information, you won't tally it. You will just close it out. So this is just an extracted information. Right? Now moving on to the next segment, that is fourth one, price fund. The same concept, you have 1 lakh rupees and it is said that interest on the price fund investment is 10,000, which means you have invested this price fund in a scheme and that has fetched you an amount of rupees 10,000 as an interest. And what has been said, you have awarded the prices to an extent of worth of rupees 20,000 and the amount of your price fund investment is 80,000. So here they have given you the informations. What informations has been given to you? The informations are given to you is total amount of the price fund is 1 lakh, out of which only 80,000 you have invested. The amount of the 80,000 have fetched an interest of 10,000, and then the amount from this you have spent for the respective expenditure is 20,000. The remaining balance will be what? Am I right? Okay, we'll move on to that particular problem and see how we have to deal with it. Right. Now, let's look at this fourth concept, that is price fund, which is given our question is price fund rupees 1 lakh. They have said this price fund has been invested in a price fund investment. They given the question that price fund investment is rupees 80,000, which is nothing but the non-profit organization have invested rupees 80,000 from this 1 lakh in price fund investment. So there is an account called price fund investment account, and this 80,000 have earned an interest amount of rupees 10,000. So it is all from this 1 lakh. From this 1 lakh you have taken 80,000 and you have invested in an account called as price fund investment. That price fund investment earned an amount of rupees 10,000 as an income. At the same time, you have also distributed or awarded some prizes to an extent of rupees 20,000. Now what will you do? It is quite simple. Now from this 1 lakh, from rupees 1 lakh, you first eliminate rupees 80,000 because it has gone on investment. So what will be the balance? The balance will be rupees 20,000. Now what has happened to this 80,000? The 80,000 has got invested. It got invested and earned rupees 10,000 as an interest. Clubbing these two will give you an amount of rupees 90,000. Now what you will do? You need to add this 90,000 with this 20,000 because 80 is only from this 1 lakh. So whatever amount that is being earned, that should be added to the principal amount. So I am taking up this 90,000 and I am adding with this 20,000. If you add, you will get rupees 1 lakh 10,000. Now the overall fund, that what you have as a balance in the price fund is 1 lakh 10,000. From this you take away the expenditure amount of rupees 20,000 what you use for the prices. So less rupees 20,000, that will end up in an amount of rupees 90,000. That will end in rupees 90,000. So therefore, okay, rupees 90,000 will be the final balance on price fund. The final balance on the price fund will be rupees 90,000. So where will you show all these treatment? You will be showing all this in your balance sheet. So in your balance sheet, you will prepare it, a balance sheet. On the liability side, you will mention the price fund rupees 1 lakh. To that you will add this 10,000 alone. You can show it either way. You add this 10,000, the interest amount alone to that. That will give you 1,10,000. From that, subtract this amount of 20,000. By that, your balance sheet will be closed. The balance sheet will not be a complete balance sheet. It is only a extract. Can you able to understand, students? Right. Moving on to the fifth concept of the fund. Now, look at this fifth concept. In the fifth concept, it has been said that you have a prize fund for a worth of rupees 80,000. And this prize fund 80,000 has been invested on 1/4/2019. The value of investment is 8,000, which means completely you have invested. In a previous problem, out of 1 lakh, we have invested only 80,000 and kept only 20,000 on hold. Whereas in this problem, the entire fund amount of 80 you have put in investment. It is 80,000 at the rate of 10%. What is this 10%? This 10% is nothing but this is your interest for investment. So for this 80,000 you will be getting 10% interest. And what is being said, you have also received a donation for this particular prize fund, which is 12,000. Now the prizes awarded so far is 14,000. This is the most important thing. What is I said? Interest received on this prize fund is only rupees 4,000. That means we should ensure what value you should get and what value you have got. So you need to calculate it. First, let's calculate interest on investment. So calculation. What is the investment amount? It is 80,000 rupees. Right? Out of this 80,000, what is the interest? 10%. So 80,000 into 10 by 100 to calculate the interest on investment. You have been given even the date of investment. It was invested on the first of that particular year. In the beginning itself you are invested. So obviously it will be for the entire year. So you will just find out. Cancel out the common zeros. That means 8,000 rupees you should get as your interest amount on investment. But how much you have got? This 8,000 is to be received. This 8,000 is the amount to be received. But the received amount is received amount on investment as interest. So how much that amount? Rupees 4,000. So in 8,000 you have got only rupees 4,000. How much you need to get still? There is a due, that we call it as accrued income, right? This is a concept of accrued income. So interest accrued, okay, or accrued interest, accrued interest on investment. How much is that? 4,000, which means rupees 8,000 minus rupees 4,000 will give you 4,000 rupees as your accrued investment amount. Now you will go straight away to your balance sheet and do the rest of the items. Now you are going to prepare your balance sheet. So first you drop down the prize fund amount. So prize fund, the amount of rupees 80,000. With this you have got further donation on this prize fund. So the donation needs to be added. So add donation on prize fund. How much is the amount? Rupees 12,000. Now what happened? You have earned an interest. How much is the interest you earned? 4,000. So add the amount of interest received. Interest received 4,000. Any doubt so far?